Hey guys, today we are going to talk about some important Czech phrases that you need to know if you want to speak Czech with confidence. And specifically, today we're going to talk about phrases and words that are related to saying thank you and you're welcome. The most common way of saying thank you is děkuji. 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 And it really means I am thanking. This is not the most formal way of saying thank you. That would be actually děkuji. 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 Now the difference really is only in the formality, and so děkuji is typically used in written language, in an email or a letter. However, děkuji you will hear much more often in spoken language. There is of course a less formal way of saying thank you, and that's díky. 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 Now this is really a little bit less formal, so you would probably use it with your friends or with your family. And then even less formal way of saying thank you is dík. 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 You might have noticed the proportionality here, so the shorter it gets, the less formal it gets. And so you could go to the extreme and say dě. And it really is a thing, or at least it used to be. When I was a kid, we used to say dě instead of děkuji, but I'm not sure about today. I think it's not cool anymore, so you know what, don't use it. So there are many ways of saying thank you depending on formality, but we also can emphasize it. We can say something like thank you very much. And today, in my opinion, the most common way of saying this very much would be moc. Moc. Moc, which means a lot. Děkuji moc, díky moc, dík moc. Now, if you go very formal and you write děkuji, then you would probably use something like děkuji mnohokrát or děkuji mockrát, which means many times. So, děkuji mockrát means I am thanking many times. Bonus information. Děkuji pěkně. Děkuji pěkně sounds like a nice phrase because pěkně means nicely or kindly. However, this phrase is most of the times used sarcastically and it means something like thanks for nothing. Another piece of bonus information, the interjection or the sound that you make when you are pleasantly surprised, for example with a present that you are given, is yeah, yeah, yeah. So when you get a present, it's quite common to say something like yeah, děkuji or yeah, dík moc. Alright, now how do we respond to thank you? Let's start with the most common way of saying you're welcome, and that would be není zač. Není zač, není zač. And that's something like there's nothing to thank for, like that's okay, no problem. I think that it's the most common one because it really lowers the importance of the gift or of the service that we gave the person who's thanking us, and so it makes the situation a little bit less formal, let's say. And there are many other phrases with the same function, like for example my favorite, za málo, za málo, za málo. And that means really for little. However, some people say that it's actually not the best idea to lower the importance of the thing that you've done, and it's better to say something like rádo se stalo, rádo se stalo, rádo se stalo. And that means something like I did it gladly. And of course, that is the most formal and also the coldest way of saying you're welcome, and that's prosím, prosím. Prosím. And prosím is really only a pure reaction to thank you, so it doesn't convey any other information. So it's used in formal situations, and also sometimes you don't want to say that you did it gladly or that it wasn't such a big deal, so you would say prosím. Bonus information, prosím has more functions than just responding to thank you. It can be used when offering something. It can be used when, for example, answering the phone. Or it can be used when you are holding the door for somebody, and some other situations that we are going to talk about in the next videos. I hope that you liked this one. If you did, like and subscribe. Don't forget to look at our website Lang Sources with simplified Czech news to listen to. And don't forget to tune in next time because again we're going to talk about something interesting concerning the Czech language.